Today on Vintage HLC Show and Tell, we're going to look at two pieces of pottery, the Fiesta Dripcut Syrup and the Harlequin Dripcut Syrup. So we'll start with Fiesta. This has a ceramic base, a plastic lid, a spring-loaded metal mechanism. We'll look at the marking. All Fiesta syrups will have this Fiesta marking on the bottom. The base was modeled in August of 1938 and it was put in production in September of that year. Made in 6 colors: Fiesta red, blue, yellow, green, old ivory, and turquoise. And it has a little bit of a special status in Fiesta. What I mean by that, if you look at any of the price lists that were put out during its production, and this one is from October 1st, 1939, you're not going to see the Fiesta as part of the standard dinnerware assortment. It's more along the lines of a promotional piece, like the Fiesta juice set, or the French casserole, or the unlisted salad bowl, or even a piece of royal metal, where you have like royal oven serve pieces made with metal frames. So we'll look how it was sold. Since it wasn't in price lists, this comes from a Laughlin So Premium catalog. We see Fiesta offered here. Dinnerware, 25-piece set was $7.88. You could either pay cash or use the little certificates. Or you could have a 50-piece set for $13.20. There's also a Fiesta juice set for $1. You get the pitcher and the 6 tumblers. And then we see the Fiestaware Dripcut server. And it says, now you can get the famous Dripcut server in Fiestaware. The patented Dripcut top cuts the flow and contents positively, cannot drip when closed, and are kept sanitary. Perfect for serving syrup, honey, cream, salad dressing, etc. Base of this gracefully shaped new pitcher is of genuine Fiesta pottery and soft green color. So that's the green glaze, or light green. Capacity 13 ounces, $1. This comes from a hardware catalog from 1940. And it has several drip cut pieces. We see the glass battered jug with the syrups, metal tops, Bakelite handles. There's a glass version with a metal top. And then we have the Fiesta version with its plastic top. Container finished in fine glazed pottery, plastic cut top to match. Positive closure keeps contents sanitary, stainless steel cutoff slide. Colors red, blue, yellow, green, ivory, or turquoise. Capacity 13 ounces. This comes from a wholesale catalog. There are 2 drip cut products. We see the glass beehive syrup. These are actually somewhat common. And there's the Fiesta version. Genuine Fiesta drip cut servers with the name Fiesta on the bottom. We'll take a look at that again. Here's a practical combination of Fiesta pottery and drip cut top in 6 brilliant Fiesta colors. Adds a touch of inviting warmth to the table, buffet, and kitchen. You should sell plenty of these. List price: the server with top 5 colors, no red, $1. Server with top in red, $1.25. Red was always priced higher than the other 5 colors. We even see that on the price lists. Red's always higher. Had that uranium oxide in its glaze, had to have special firing, special treatment, so it was always more. This is a printout from newspapers.com from a Lebanon, Pennsylvania paper from, let's see, June 27th, 1943. This Bon-Ton store is having a sale, a clearance sale, and it sort of gives us an idea as to when these items were discontinued, because I couldn't find any advertisements after 43. And this one says, regular $1, genuine Fiesta drip cuts in dark blue, green, and ivory, 59 cents. And this is somewhat reasonable because during World War II, a lot of the Fiesta pieces were discontinued. So it sort of makes sense that 43 would be an approximate date that this would be discontinued. So before we get into Harlequin, I want to look a little more at these drip cut Fiesta syrups. But we're going to look at this company I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Horan, Horan. I don't know if that H is supposed to be silent. But this is a company out of Watertown, Massachusetts. In fact, we'll jump ahead and look at the letterhead. Gives us a little information on this company. They were a food broker, importer, exporter, and packers of U.S. fancy-grade honey, members of the American Honey Institute, and they have all their products that they offered. So they contact the pottery in 1938 and want them to make a ceramic honey jar with a special lid. Not that dissimilar to the drip cut syrup. Though the drip cut syrup had not been released yet. So this is like June and July of 1938. And this is a picture that they send to them showing the proposed top where the lid would fit with these little lugs. There's a lot of correspondence between these two companies. There's like 30 different pages, but I'm only going to address the ones that are related to drip cut. In the end, they don't do any business together. But they do go back and forth on specifications and having exclusive rights and quantities and so on. At one point, the pottery suggests that they use either a bud vase or a Fiesta carafe, but then it's discovered that those wouldn't work because the honey's just way too thick to pour out of them. So the honey people send this. This is a copy of what they sent. They cut off the piece of this drip cut server. And it says 1-piece chromium plated top and handle, container heat-proof porcelain. So this is vitrified ware. In colors of burgundy, green, ivory brown, light, and dark blue. So you will find syrups that are very similar to Fiesta, but they have these exterior glazes. Again, the burgundy or maroon, green, ivory brown, light, and dark blue. Capacity 10 ounces. So they would be a little bit smaller in terms of capacity because the Fiesta ones are 13 ounces. So this was sent by the honey people saying, well, we want something similar to this. To which the pottery responds on July 19th, 1938, referring to your letter of July 8th, we note the enclosed clipping, which is, we take it, the drip cup top. Okay, they're calling it cup. I'm going to use the word cut. The drip cut top. Now, it just happens that these drip cut people are great friends and customer of ours. At least they are representatives of ours. They have been trying to get us to make containers for syrup and honey for about a year, and we've been seriously considering it. It might be that combining their orders with yours could get enough to make a run on these honey jars. So what the pottery suggests is that they combine together because initially they couldn't get the honey people to commit to a quantity. They wanted 2,000 dozen. That is, Homer Laughlin wanted 2,000 dozen, which would be 24,000 units. Initially, they wouldn't commit to it. Then they do commit to it. Again, there was a lot of back and forth between these two companies. July 22nd, 1938, the pottery writes that we received your letter July 21st, and frankly, we can now see plenty of trouble ahead. This was because the honey people were demanding exclusive rights, which was going to be an issue with drip cut. Due to the fact that over a year ago we talked with the drip coffee people and actually made one container which was much too large. They are the M. Seller Company. I've talked about M. Seller before. They were a big distributor for Homer Laughlin on the West Coast. They are the M. Seller Company who represent the drip cut outfit all over the country and who are a good customer. They job our goods on the coast and are quite a valued connection. So this is because of the honey people wanting exclusive rights. They're like, this is going to be a problem. And they're letting them know, look, we've been talking to Drip Cut for a while. And the fact that over a year ago we talked with these drip people and actually made one container which was much too large. This container can be seen in Huxford's book when they talk about the morgue. This particular edition is the 6th edition, and it's on page 105, and we see it here in yellow. And as you can see, it's a much larger base. It's much more bulbous at the bottom, has a larger opening. This sample was rejected. It was modeled in June of 1937. So it took a little over a year before they actually came up with this one. So what happens after this is that it just ends. They decide not to part ways, that they're not going to make the honey pots. They're not going to try to get Dripcut to go in with them if they were going to demand exclusive rights, and they couldn't agree on quantities and so forth. Then, on August 26, 1939, the pottery receives this letter from them. It's handwritten. It says, about a year ago, it's going to be hard to read. Let's see. About a year ago, we corresponded with a Mr. J.D. Thompson of your company about pottery servers for Dripcut. I can't read that. Our negotiations were abruptly terminated at that time by the withdrawal of your concern, although we had assumed a good-sized order. We now observe that the Dripcut people are marketing a new server in Fiesta pottery. So they're a little upset that they were just sort of cut off, that the pottery said, look, this isn't going to work out for us, as it happens. And then all of a sudden they're making these for Dripcut. They're concerned about their patents, they're concerned about their designs being used, which they weren't. And then they assure them, look, we've been working with Dripcut before. This letter dated August 30th, 1939 to the honey people. We have received your letter of August 28th. We have already written the cellar people, and please do not think we are having any controversy with you. We suggest last year that we allow the matter to drop because we could not see where we could do you any good. We can't see our way clear to urge the Dripcut Sales Corporation to any course because actually all we do is supply them with the same colored servers. Pardon me. All we do is supply them with some colored servers. They supply the tops. They have the patent on the top. They merchandise the completed article, and of course they arrange, any arrangement they make with you is entirely theirs, not yours. Again, they're suggesting that they deal with Dripcut and not with the pottery. Therefore, won't you please make your deal with them and let us remain out of it. So I just wanted to go over these because it gives us a little bit of insight on these Dripcut servers. It gives us a little bit of insight on this large server that was not right, and it was rejected in 1937, and instead they make this one. And as the letters point out, the Dripcut people supply the tops. All the pottery did was supply the bases. They didn't even put them together. They just sent the bases. They were assembled, and then they were distributed through M-Seller. Now the Harlequin version. This was modeled in late 1939 and put in production in 1940. So after the Fiesta versions become popular, Woolworths decides they want one for Harlequin and contacts the pottery. And I've said this before in other videos, whatever Woolworths wanted, Woolworths got. And this is the Harlequin version. It's the same top, not going to be marked, has the Harlequin rings in the center. Usually found in 4 colors: Fiesta red, Harlequin yellow, Harlequin blue, and the green, or spruce green, as you see here. I think there have been a couple that have been found in ivory. They are much more difficult to find than their Fiesta counterparts. Before I started this video, I looked on eBay just to see what they were going for, and the Fiesta ones go for about $225 or more. There was one Fiesta red Harlequin syrup that was sold for $275. So they're not impossible to find, but they are in demand, and the prices do go up on them. Again, the Fiesta syrups are marked Fiesta. The Harlequin versions are not marked at all.